looking at the caloric content for one slice is 190 calories. Who eat only one slice? The hidden calories are in the sauce, 90 calories for 2 tablespoons. This is not even food. Today I'm going to show you how to read nutritional label and why it's important to understand the idea to it and know that not every calorie is the same. And also, if you're having trouble with weight loss, one of the reasons why is because you're not sure how to read the label. And not only that, there are many things that goes into a calorie. One calorie is not the same as another calorie when it comes from different types of food, and your goal is to have high nutrient dense food as much as possible, because that's going to help you not only get rid of the weight but also help you stay healthy. So I have here like a whole bunch of food that I try to gather up in my house that has nutritional value, nutritional facts on them. I was having a challenge with it because most of the time it's like healthy food and then they don't really have a nutrition label on it, like this fennel, right? But let me start off with by sharing you a potato. Okay, a bag of potato here. So, and I'll be putting the nutritional facts on the corner here. So what it is that, okay, so when you're looking at it and it says that, you know, one potato is 150 grams. So one of the potato is about 150 grams and it will give you 110 calories. So there also shows that it breaks it down into, you know, fats, cholesterol, sodium, potassium, and, you know, carbohydrate, which are, you know, that includes fiber and also sugar, added sugar as well too, and also shows proteins and the vitamins and minerals that are part of it. And what it shows here that potassium, potato is a good source of potassium. It has 22% of it from the one serving, and it's a good source of vitamin C, which is good antioxidant, iron, which is good for more of those people who are women, because women, you know, we get our periods and all that stuff, so that's helpful. And there's also calcium as well too. Now, just want to let you know that nutritional facts is based on a daily value of pretty much about 2,000 calories. So that's the standard. For someone who is smaller size, their value would be lower, and then for someone who is, you know, a bigger bodybuilder like that, they would require more of that, because this wouldn't reflect on it, because it's more for the people who are typically who consume about 2,000 calories. So this is a good source of whole food, because for that amount is actually quite good for the nutrient that you get, right? So that is something that's really useful. And let me go to another one. This is cauliflower, and on the back here I will put it on here as well too. So for 1 cup, which is like 85 grams, you get it only takes, it's pretty much like it's for 25 calories, which is like nothing. And there is there's protein in it, 2 grams of protein, a little bit quite a bit of fiber in it, 2 grams, and there's also sodium, very little bit, 25 milligrams, which is nothing. It's a good source of potassium, vitamin C, vitamin K, and so that's really good. And you know, this whole bag here is 900 grams. So I mean, if you're gonna eat, you can eat literally the whole bag, and it would only be like 250 calories. So this here is a great example of a nutrient dense food. So that food that is low in calories but high in nutrients. Because here the vitamin K, it shows 45%. Vitamin C, it shows 45%. So 45% of it. Vitamin C, it's a great antioxidant. So it's good for the cells, it's good to help prevent aging, and I'm sure a lot of the ladies who know about skincare, they all love the vitamin C. Not only that, it has potassium, which is good for the nerves and just cell functioning, and also the calcium and also vitamin K. So if you are a mother who have children who have nosebleed, you know, my children used to have a lot of it. And what helps is that, you know, when they eat high nutrient food, they reduce the incidence of these nosebleed, because I'll give you a reasoning to it, okay? Let's say for this one here, it's a high nutrient density food. Because of the vitamin C, it's an antioxidant. It helps protect the cell from breaking down and wear and tearing easily. There is vitamin K and calcium. Vitamin K and calcium is found in a lot of dark green leafy food, mostly a lot of times vegetables, and that is helpful in making sure that your blood is not too thin. It's because you need calcium, you need vitamin K, so that you don't bleed to death. So that's one of the reasons why sometimes there are kids who don't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. The reason why they be having frequent bleeding, nose bleeding, could be from the lack of vitamin C, because it helps protect the cell, the lack of vitamin K, and also low calcium. I know a lot of kids have a high calcium diet, but what it is that our body rely on a lot of nutrients, so you can't have just high in one and low in the other one. It's a symphony. It all works well together. So this I would consider is a high nutrient density food. So this is something that is awesome to have, and you can see the difference. You can literally eat this one whole bag and only for like 250 calories. One whole bag. How often do you eat one full bag of cauliflower? I mean, you'll eat a bit and you're already full from it, right? That's the other benefit of it, is because of the fiber in it, it keeps you full. So it helps regulate your sugar as well too. So another item here I want to show you is Enoki mushroom. So Enoki mushroom here, the nutritional fact. So let's see here, 1 cup. So literally about 2/3 of this thing here is 20 calories. So that serving size, 20 calories. It has, let me see here, dietary fiber and iron and potassium, and 1 gram of protein. So you literally can eat this and then hardly any calories, and it's a good source of dietary fiber. So this is also high nutrient dense food. I was looking around and I found something. I'm like, yay! Because every now and then we still have some of this rice paper, and you know, it's easy to do. All you do is soak it in water. And here is the nutritional value. I'll put it on the side here so it's easier for you to see. So 1 sheet, so just this one tiny sheet here is, okay, so it's 45 calories. It has pretty much no nutrients whatsoever. There's sodium in it, and there is literally like very little iron in it. And the ingredients, like 4 ingredients: tapioca starch, rice, water, and salt. So the reason why is because of it's starchy, and you know, a lot of times when things are processed, you know, it doesn't give us a lot of the nutritional value, because a lot of times the nutrient is being stripped away from the processing. So this is an example of where, comparing to when you're eating this, which is like you get like a whole cup and with all that nutrient value, and you get, it's like it's only like 25 calories, whereas 1 sheet of this is 45 calories and there's like hardly any nutrients. You don't want to be eating more of this. You want to be eating more of this, right? So that's what's gonna help you. So that's why it's so important to understand the, you know, the calories, in a sense that where is it coming from, and also have the food that's nutrient dense. So that way it helps with your health. Okay, and I'm gonna give you another example. This bag of beet over here, and the nutritional value, nutritional facts on it. So 1/2 cup, so that's 68 grams of it. And well, okay, so it's 30 calories, and it's 55 milligram of sodium, 7 grams of carbohydrates. So there's like 5 grams of sugar, and then 2 grams of fiber, which is hardly anything. The good thing about it is that it has 6% of vitamin C and then 4% of iron. So for those women who are anemic and also who want something that's sweet, beet makes a great topping for salad, soup. Overall, you can even eat it raw, cooked, and this is a high nutrient dense food because it's like 30 calories for like half a cup, which is good. I mean, and you're getting the benefits of it. So for those women who are anemic, this is a good choice for those who are plant-based as well too, because this is a good source of iron as well too. And it has vitamin C in it. So the vitamin C will help with the absorption of the iron as well too. So that's one. I'm gonna give you another example of this one here. This is nori seaweed. So basically there's only one ingredient in it. It said seaweed. Where does it say? It says seaweed. So in here, this is the package of 28 grams. So there are 10 sheets in it. And with that, the 10 sheets, so it says here, nutritional facts. I love this one because my children, they snack on this like crazy, and I would consider this as a healthy snacks. So for those who have kids and who loves seaweed, this is a healthy snack, and it doesn't have the sodium in it, or like super very tiny, hardly anything on it. Okay, so the nutritional facts for the 28 grams, so the whole package of this is 10 calories. So there are 10 sheets in here for 10 calories, and there is some fiber, 1 gram of fiber, and 1 gram of protein, 15 milligrams of sodium, which is like nothing, and then there's some iron, it's like about 2%. So this is a good source of iron. And for those who are into seaweed, seaweed is a good source of iodine as well too. So we do need that so that we don't have any thyroid problem, especially when our thyroid is low. So this is a delicious snack for those who are into the healthier choices, and this is very low calorie. And what else here? Oh yes, I need to show you something here. For those who are into sauce and oil and dressing like that, I know there are people who will die without it, because how can you eat a salad without it, or how can you eat your meat without it, right? So my husband will die without this. Actually no, he won't, but maybe he'll die without this. So I will show you here. This is hoisin sauce. So for those who are Asians or who likes the Asian flavor, and in here, so for about 30 mils, which is like 2 tablespoon, is let me see here, 90 calories for 2 tablespoon. This is not even food. Anyways. And there is 45% sodium, so there's like 1009 milligrams of sodium in it, which is more than about half of your daily intake, which is too much. Anyways, no wonder people have high blood pressure, but that's another video in itself. And then there's also, okay, so 18 grams of sugar in it, so that's a lot. 0 protein, and it says not a significant source of vitamin A, fiber, or anything else. So and the ingredient that's in it is, there's a lot of ingredients in it. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I don't know, over 12 ingredients. A lot, right? So it's pretty much a lot of chemicals, a lot of sugar. I mean, the American Heart Association recommend that it's I think 24 grams of added sugar is the daily intake that they suggest for women. And so that's like, this is 2 tablespoons of this is 18 grams already. That's like, you're almost there. And by the way, you know, your sodium level is so high. So this here, for those people who don't really know that or do not consider sauce, the hidden calories are in the sauce, the dressing, those are some of the things that we don't consider, right? So this is definitely a very low nutrient and high calorie, you know, type of food. Or I wouldn't even consider this as food, but anyways, my husband will die without it. Over here, this one is not bad considering the caloric content, but it has no nutrients whatsoever, just sodium in it mostly, and a lot of filler products. But it's, the ingredients is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anyways, he likes it, so I'm not gonna even comment on this. But 5 calories, 5 calories for a teaspoon which is actually better than this in terms of nutritional value and the content and the sodium. For those who are into eggs, so with the eggs here, eggs I would consider as a good protein food. It has choline. It's a good source of fat that helps with your body, because our body actually needs some fat to create hormones. Our brain is made up of fat, essential fat, and so like there's a lot. Our skin use fat as well too, so it's not a bad thing when we're eating healthy fat. Okay, so for this here, the nutritional facts on it is, so for like 2 eggs, so if you were to have 2 eggs, right? If you were to have 2 eggs, you boil it up and all that, that would be 160 calories. And you have, let me see here, I can't read this. So you have here some sodium, some potassium, some calcium, some, what the gibberish is this? Well, definitely protein in it, no sugar, no dietary fiber, and yes, there's fat in it, but this is actually considered a healthy source of food. Gonna be like 160 calories, and you are getting 13 grams of protein for 2 eggs. That's actually not bad, right? I mean, protein is good for your body because a lot of the body processes relies on protein for it to actually work properly, because they're involved in so many things. People don't even know it, right? But anyways, good choice considering the calories and also the protein that you're getting for it. And there's like hardly any sugar in it, and actually no sugar in it. But it's a good choice. One of my favorites. So this one here is sardine. So for those who are into fish, I actually really like this, and I use this not all the time, but like I use it every now and then on the lazy day. So it's for this 106 grams. I mean, if you drain and everything like that, it comes to 84 grams. But anyways, it's spring water and sardine. So there's really 2 ingredients in it. And the nutritional facts on it. So let's say it says for the 1 serving, for this 1 can here, it's 110 calories. You get omega-3, you get some source of fats in it. There's no carbohydrate, so that means like hardly no sugar in it, but you get 17 grams of protein in it, which is awesome. And then there are potassium, calcium, iron, and vitamin D, and it's only like 110 calories. So this would be, I would consider a nutrient dense food, considering you're getting the proteins and the good fat for this, right? So in comparison, you know, there's some that are not giving you any of the nutritional values, but they're high in calorie because there's all these fillers, these additives, these sugar that they add onto the product. So these are the things that can cause you to have sugar spike, to gain weight unnecessarily. And not only that, your body is deprived and deficient of those nutrients. So when you think about it, our body really has issues when you have trouble losing weight. It's because you're eating the food that is not nutrient dense, and then you're like, I'm still hungry, and then you go and you eat some more empty calorie food that are like no nutrient or hardly anything, and then you're like, I'm still hungry. And so that's what happens. The cell is telling you, I am missing something and I need those nutrients, and you're not giving me, and therefore I'm still hungry. So this is avocado oil, and then the nutritional facts on it. So for 2 teaspoon, it's 80 calories. Most of it, actually all of it, comes from fat. So for those who don't know, for fat, 1 gram of fat is, it's 9 calories, and then 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carbohydrate is 4 calories. So fat, there's more energy in fat. It's harder to break down, and not only that, it's more calories. So, but we do need some help. My battery just died on me, so I had to replace it. Sorry about that. But anyways, so I would say this is a good source of fat, and it's actually not bad for a little bit of seasoning. So just remember that don't go crazy on it, because after all, it is fats are higher in calories, so that's why. And for those who are into nuts, beans, and seeds, so this one here is chickpea. I actually enjoy this because it's whole food, and I love it because it's really one ingredient. That's where I think people have forgotten that, you know, real food that are healthy and better for us are actually really one single ingredient, and then we add to another single ingredient, and it makes a beautiful dish, right? And it doesn't need too much or a lot of additives or things to make it taste good, because food in itself has natural taste, and it's just so beautiful to, you know, it's something that I think it takes us time to acquire and time to learn how to adjust and appreciate. But anyway, so the nutritional facts on it, I'll be putting on this top there, is, okay, so half a cup, so for 35 grams, it's 130 calories. There's some fat in it, and there's some carbohydrate. A lot of times it's for starch and fiber. Very low amount of sugar, good amount of sugar, but not a lot though. 4 grams, which is hardly anything compared to the other items that I was showing you, which is this. But let's not talk about that. And it has 7 grams of protein. For those who are into plant-based, this is a good source of plant protein for them. There's low sodium, high in potassium, so 5%. So a lot of times is that in our diet, the, you know, Western diet, or the SAD, the standard American diet, they're called SAD for a reason, right? Clearly it's making a lot of people sad. It's because there's a lot of processed food, a lot of sugar, a lot of trans fat, a lot of, you know, salt in it. It's like everything is ultra processed, and that's one of the things that's causing people to have not only physical ailment, physical problem, but also mentally it can affect our body. You have more brain fog, it affects our biochemistry, and it's no wonder people don't feel as good and don't have the energy, right? So and also this is a good source of calcium and iron as well too. So this here, for a small amount, is actually not bad, because you know what, the calorie for it, and not only that, you're getting a good source of nutrients, and I would say that this is a good source of nutrient dense food. Those who are into grains, and this is organic quinoa. So for a quarter of a cup, so 45 grams, is 160 calories, and there is 31 grams of carbohydrate. This is really 1 gram of sugar, but the rest is from starch and fiber that's in it. And there's 5 grams of protein. There's also potassium, calcium, and some iron in it. And there's really one ingredient. It's like organic quinoa. So like, remember when I said when it comes to food, try to go for those that are one ingredient or single ingredient food, even if you buy it in packaged form and everything like that, because that's going to help you in the long run. And so this one here, I would consider is a good source of food, good source of grain, in compared to a lot of the processed, let's say the bread, the pasta, the waffle, the Eggo waffle. Oh yeah, actually let me show you the Eggo waffle. Let me see here. So I will show you on the side here the Eggo waffle, which I used to eat a lot, and I'll read the nutrition. I don't have it with me because I don't buy it anymore. So it's no longer in my cupboard. I think it's important because when you don't put it in your cupboard, or when you don't bring it home, you don't eat it, or you don't have the craving. You have to make it so that for you to go and eat those food, it takes effort. So it deters you from wanting to go and buy the food, or it deters you because you're like, oh damn it, I want some egg. I have to go and drive to the groceries and get it. So it kind of deters. Whereas if you have an apple there, some broccoli there, some spinach there, you know, like, or like a tangerine or some kind of fruit, a banana, you reach for those choices, which is better for you. So because of you change the environment that's available, of what is available for you, and therefore it makes those decisions easier. It makes it easier to be healthier when you change your environment in a way that it helps you reach your goal. So that's what I found was useful. And not only that, like it helps me a lot. So anyways, so for the Eggo waffles, I'm gonna go into the nutritional facts. So like for one single waffle, it's 180 calories. There's 5 grams of fat, there's 31 grams of carbohydrate, and 4 grams of it is in sugar. There's 1 grams of fiber, which is hardly anything because what was it? The American Heart, one of the association recommends at least 28 to 30 or even more grams of fiber each day. Well, the reason why a lot of people have a lot of gut health is because they're not eating the fiber from the right food. And the Eggo waffle is not one of them because my kids, we used to have problems and gut health issue, and and when you eat a waffle, you don't just eat one because you'll eat like 2, 3, 4, and then you'll be like, okay, yeah, that's good, right? And then next thing you know, you feel you're hungry again and you want to eat like, okay. Anyways, you know what I mean, right? So in terms of protein, there's 4 grams of protein. There's 280 milligrams of sodium, 12%, which is, it's okay. And then there's a slew of B vitamins and calciums and all the stuff that they put in are, that's those ingredients that's in it, and those are the nutritional value. I mean, I'm all for B vitamins and because they're really helpful, they're water soluble, but the thing is that when you look at the ingredients of this Eggo waffle, a lot of times it's because they have to put those ingredients in, the B vitamin in, because through the whole processing, the food has been stripped of its nutrients, and they have mandated that, you know, okay, we'll put some of these nutrients in so that people don't have more problems, right? So the reason why some of this is not as healthy is because food in its natural form has these ingredients in it that work synergistically, and it helps. It works in a natural way, whereas chemically, all these, it's, I mean, by the time you reach it and take it, who knows if there's any nutritional value in it. Let's move on to another one that I used to eat, my kids used to eat as well too. Bread, Wonder Bread, not specific Wonder Bread, but like just bread in general, but we'll just use Wonder Bread white slice, so the nutritional facts as an example so that you understand about it, okay? So for one slice, it's 190 calories. So from the food that I've shown you, even the potato, the cauliflower, even this, you know, like the eggs, even the eggs, it's supersede the eggs as well too. It's like 190 calories, and I can eat 2 eggs. And anyways, so 190 calories for that one slice of bread, and for carbohydrate, there's 35 grams of it, and there's 2 grams of sugar in it, 1 gram of fiber, which is like hardly anything, 6 grams of protein, and there's sodium, potassium, and then again, similar to the Eggo waffle, there's a lot of B vitamins and, you know, like vitamin C and vitamin A, no vitamin C, sorry about that, calcium and the B vitamins that has been added on to it. So if you look at the ingredients, it's because a lot of times a lot of the food has been stripped of the nutrients, and they've been added on to it. I mean, but wheat germ, if you actually have wheat germ, well, actually let's not go into it because there's a whole slew of wheat and gluten problem, but anyways, regardless, so if you're looking at the caloric content for one slice, it's 190 calories. Who eat only one slice of bread? You're gonna put, this is what I used to do, okay? 1 slice of bread, I'll add some cheese, some ham, some ketchup, and then some tomatoes, some lettuce. Maybe I want some mustard in it too, or maybe some pickles, and then I have the other layer, right? And then that's like a meal, right? So clearly it's definitely more than 190 calories, and you wonder why all this thing add up in sauce, you know, in processed food, in the sugar, all these ingredients that we don't know about it, and then they add up very quickly. I used to count calories and also look at the nutritional facts, but because of eating more whole food diet, more whole food. I don't count calories anymore because I know that no matter what, even if I eat a lot of it, it's nutrient dense and is low in calories. So that's what helps, right? I'm getting high nutrients, it's low in calories, and I know it's good for my body, and I know that's gonna help me because I've seen the results and it does wonder. And I'm the same weight that I was when I was in university. So the diet makes a big difference, and I think we need to understand this idea of, instead of just counting calories, we need to understand what types of food are we eating, where is it coming from, what has been done to it, and whether it has been beaten up, overly processed, killed to death, and then sugarified, and then trans fat, tons of flavor and everything added to it that we don't even recognize the natural flavor in itself, right? And so I think that's really important for people to understand. And here's another nutritional fact. It's kind of funny because I think that whole wheat was better. It turns out whole wheat wasn't any better. So let me go into the whole wheat. So the whole wheat, let's say the Wonder Bread, that's whole wheat. So the nutritional fact is, okay, so one slice is 170 calories, pretty much the same thing as the white bread. And then there's not much anything else that's different from it, like hardly anything. So it's definitely not a nutrient dense food. It's a high calorie, low nutrient food. Okay, so that's what makes a big difference. If you're eating more of low nutrient but high calorie food, you realize that your body is starving, and it's gonna tell you like, hey, you know what, I'm glad you're giving me the sugar that I needed to fuel me, but at the same time I'm missing all these nutrients that I need, that I actually want, and that is actually good for me, and my body needs it. I'm still hungry. But people think like, oh, okay, I'm hungry because like, you know, like I'm not full from eating. No, it's when we're in tune with our body, we'll recognize that these are some of the things that, you know, makes us react or act a certain way. It's, our body is so wonderful, and then, you know, it teaches us how to, I don't know what it is. It's just amazing. The feedback that we get. Sometimes what it is that we just have to listen to it and recognize that, you know, if this is not working for me, it's not helping me, or if my body's saying this way, or if it's not helping my mood, my mental health, or anything like that, is there something going on that needs to change? They're giving us feedback, they're giving us signs. So some of the things that need to be done is that we need to change our lifestyle, no matter how big or how small. Even tiny increments makes a big difference. So that's what I'm trying to educate, to let you guys know, so that you can make better choices on your food and healthier choices, so that you don't end up having any problems later on, right? And not only that, even now, right, you'll feel better when you have, your body is not just like going through survival mode, but is actually able to thrive and do more and have the energy that it needs, right? So I'm gonna go into baby carrot, or just carrot in itself, or baby carrot in this case, because it makes such a big difference. So we went from a slice of bread that's like 170 calories to baby carrot. I don't have it with me because my kids ate it all. But anyways, look on the side here. So baby carrots, a serving size of 85 grams. That's like about a fifth of a bag, one of those like 450 grams bag about, and it's only 35 calories, and it has vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, a little bit of calcium, and there is also some potassium. There's a little bit of iron. So, and not only that, there's like fiber in it too. So that's awesome. So for 35 calories, that's hardly anything, right? Think about trying to like, you're gonna need to eat like the whole bag. Okay, let's say if you do eat the whole bag, the 400 gram bag, it's only like 120 calories. So you notice the difference. You can literally eat the whole bag of carrot and not have the calorie as the slice of bread that I just told you about. So this idea here, this I'm sharing is, I hope you understand about it and, you know, change the way you think about food and your relationship with food. I know it's challenging. I've been there, I've struggled with it, and I realized my health doesn't help. And then when I changed a little bit at a time, make healthier choices, my health improved, my mood improved. Overall, you know, everything is better. My kids benefit from it as well too. So I hope this video helps you. It's just a basic in terms of, you know, nutritional facts, because there's so many people out there that are so smart. They count the calories, they count the proteins, the carbs, the everything like that. They measure everything out. I don't do that because I find that there's just it's more stress for me, and I don't really need to. I just know that when I listen to my body, one of the thing is that when I'm full, I listen to my body. I realize, okay, I'm full from it. Let's stop eating. And you know, if I'm hungry, let's eat. If I'm not, okay. And then, oh, another thing is that when you're feeling like you're hungry, a lot of times, depends on how you are, you might think like, oh, okay, I'm actually hungry, but it could be that you might be dehydrated. Let's say you're like, you need to hydrate yourself. So drinking water, try drinking some water, because a lot of times I find that a lot of people don't drink enough water, and that's one of the things they mistake, and they go and end up grabbing something sweet or some candies or some other stuff to eat. So yeah, but anyways, regardless, I hope this helps you. Click on the subscribe button, and then I will see you next time for other videos that I'm going to educate you or help share, so that you can benefit from how, you know, choosing better choice food, and also, you know, like making healthier lifestyle choices. It's not only for just food that tastes good, that's actually better for you, but overall it will help you live the life that you want to, be in control of it. Because after all, you know, no matter what, we have to really take full accountability of our health and say that, you know, no one's gonna get as healthy but, like, you know, myself, you know, but me, right? So I hope this helps you, and see you next time. Bye.